personalities not in a broader sense, not in general, but specific in the workplace, at work. Because you have a specific kind of personality, right? You are not the same, okay? You are not, between quotation marks, produced from one factory. Each one has different family, different neighborhood, different house, different parents, different upbringing, etc. Okay? So that's why you have different personalities. So it is good to know your personality and the personality of the others, especially the ones who share the same workplace or work environment with you. Why? Why is it important to know your personality and others' personalities? Why, in your opinion? I told you last time, this is a very important word to use in life. Because if you don't ask this question, there are going to be no goals, no objectives in your life. Why you are here? Your answer is your goal. Why you live? Your answer is your goal. Okay? Why is it important to know different types of personalities? Your answer is the objective, the goal for this session. So the question why is very important in a life. Okay? So the answer of this question is very important. So yes, let's hear from you. Why is it important to know the different types of personalities? What can this add to you in your career? Okay, yes, your answers? What do you think? Yes? Why is it important to know the personalities types? Yeah?
To know how you can deal with it.
Very good. Very good answer. To know how you deal with others, because you are not going to work alone. There's going to be a kind of a group work in a plane, for example. Who's going to supposed to work with you in the plane? You're going to be alone? No. The crew. You know the crew. The plane's crew. Okay? Consists of what? Of whom? Consists of the... You did this, no? You didn't study this? No? The crew, the plane, in the plane. When you get on a plane, who will you find there? The pilot. You have one pilot? Three. The pilot, the first one, what do we call him or her? Yes, so we have co-pilot, the one who help the pilot. So sometimes you have two, okay? Two co-pilots. And then you have, what else? Yes? I can't hear you. Okay, yes. Supervisors. And you as what? As cabin crews. And also the most important part is the passengers. Because you're gonna meet hundreds of passengers every day. Okay? So, if you don't know the types of personalities, you cannot know how to deal with them. Some people are anxious, some people are impatient, some people rude. By temperament, it's rude. His way of speaking is like this. Okay? He's not insulting you, or she's not insulting you. He or he's not impolite, but they are like this. So when you know the personalities of others at work and also in our society, you know how to deal with people. If you know your parents' personalities, your father, your mother, your brothers, your sisters, if any, okay? You know how to deal with them. This is why it is important to know others' personalities, okay? The ones who share the same what? The same planet with you. Which planet do you live in? You live in planet Earth. Earth, right? Yes. On planet Earth, you live in a specific house, right? You live alone in this house? No. You share it with some people. You share, yes? You share it with some people. And these people have different personalities. If you don't know their types of personalities, you cannot live with them in peace. Have you ever seen brothers and sisters fighting? Yes? Wives and husbands fighting? Yes, sure. Why, in your opinion? They don't love each other? No. There is another reason why they're fighting. What do you think? In some houses, people there are calm, you cannot hear their voices. And in other houses, every day a fight for trivial stuff or things. Why, in your opinion? Why? Why people fight at home?
Cheating.
Huh? Cheating. This is very big reason. Not everybody fight. Cheating is not a fight. It's the end of the way. If you discover that a partner is cheating you, so this is the end, I think. Some trivial things. They are fighting simply because they don't understand how to deal with each other, how to treat each other. Some people, for example, especially maybe it's true or not, they say that women are talkative. You know talkative? Yes, talkative means people who talk. Yes, a lot. People who talk a lot are called talkative. So they say women are talkative. Is it right? It's correct? Women are more talkative than men. Yes. Do you agree with her? Yes? Yes? No. Yes, why? And no, why? Genetic. Okay, genes. In their genes, women are talkative. Do you agree with him? Yes. How did you get this information? If you say yes, this is a piece of information, it needs a reference or a source, right? Or it's a stereotype. It's a prejudice. Stereotype or a prejudice. Stereotype. What is a stereotype? Stereotype is? Have you ever heard this word? No? Stereotype is a wrong idea about someone, some people, a group of people. For example, when you say women are talkative, have you met all the women in the world? No. Have you talked to all the women in the world? No. Have you read a scientific study or scientific studies that proves after a long journey in studies that women talks a lot? No. I'm going to give you another example of the stereotype, which is people who live in Amazigh people in Morocco. What do we call them? The parts of Morocco they live in. What do we call it? It's Souss. Souss Massadra. This is the region. So they say that people from these parts of Morocco are mean. No mean? An adjective, no? It's the opposite of generous. Generous, someone who gives money to everybody with no guns, just giving money. The opposite is mean, when you don't give money, even for your children and families, even for yourself. You buy cheap fruits, cheap food, you don't take means of transport, you just walk to save money. This is what's meant by someone who is mean. Okay? Good. So they say people who live in Sousa, they are mean. They don't spend a lot of money. Is this right?
Yes.
No. How did you know? It's a stereotype. When you say yes, it's a wrong idea about this group of people. Okay? So how many Swasa people or Amazigh people you met in your life. How many times you invite them or they invite you to eat something, for example? Maybe never. And then you say they are mean. How? It's a stereotype that was spread in this society about this group of people. Okay? The same thing can be said about, do you know any stereotype about a group of people or Chinese people? Chinese people are smart, are hardworking. They are hardworking. Hardworking, the opposite of hardworking is lazy. Good. Chinese people are lazy. They don't want to work. They don't work. They don't love work. No, they are hard. They love work. In some articles, they say that they worship. Do you know what is worship? You worship someone who's unseen, creator, etc. So they worship work. Anyway, so when you say Chinese people are hardworking, is this correct? Is it right? If you say yes, how did you know? You heard it, okay? And this is a problem. You know, there is a proverb about this. No proverb? No proverb? They say, don't believe all what you see or half of what you hear. Say, don't believe all what you see and half of what you hear. What does this mean? Don't believe all what you see. All what you see is right and correct. We don't know. Okay? Sometimes you might be manipulated. Okay? You might be cheated. Yes. Oh. Turn off. On. Okay. It's okay for everybody? It's not for everybody, so you can vote. Okay. Good. So, don't believe all what you see, because not all what you see can be right. Okay? Half of what you hear, all what you see, you cannot believe it. But half, just don't believe half of what you hear, because the majority of what you hear is not correct. Whether it's rumors or stereotype. No? Rumors? No? No? Yeah, good. It's the same. It's ideas about people, but there is a kind of intention. Okay? There is a kind of intention. Stereotype, you hear something and you repeat it. Chinese people are hardworking. Yes, Chinese people are hardworking. Chinese people are hardworking. This generation, the following generation, so it becomes a fact. You know what does fact mean? Reality, truth. It becomes a truth. But actually, it's not a truth. It's just an idea, a wrong idea that people hear and repeat. For example, about women, there are some proverbs, Moroccan proverbs, that humiliate women. Like what? In Morocco, for example, they say, a Moroccan proverb like المرأة ضلعها عوجة إلا سرحتيها تقرد. They say like this, إلا حاولتي تقادها ديما هي كتبقى عوجة. This is a very old Moroccan proverb. Yes? Humiliate. Is it right? No. But it's a wrong idea that moves from one generation to generation. And we repeat without checking. We don't even use our brains and minds. We don't check, we just repeat. And now, because of the social media, these rumors and stereotypes are spreading very, very fast. That's why, when we come back to the types of personalities, so we have a pre-judgment about someone. And that's why we deal with them. For example, let me give you another example. If I show a picture here of a person with a long beard and a, let's say, a qamis, as they call it, and with, yeah, that's it. Terrorist. How can you know that this man is a terrorist? From where? You heard it and you see it on TV, mass media, etc. These kind of people are terrorists. So you heard it and you repeat. How did you know? Did you meet everybody? All the people with long beards and you ask them, are you terrorists? No. We are repetition machines. We just repeat. Okay? We just repeat what we hear. And they say, don't believe half, not all what you hear. Half of what you hear, don't believe it. All what you see. Okay? That's why it is important not to deal and to treat people with. So, for example, let's take your example. Now, after 2 years, you are in a plane working as cabin crews or stewards, etc. A man with a long beard, black long beard, very strong and tall, okay, and then with that qamis, white, carrying a rucksack or a backpack that you put on our bags, sitting on the a chair or a seat, and then you want to give or serve him some food. He refuses to look at you, talk to you, and his eyes on the other side. You are this side, and their eyes, or this person's eyes, is on the other side. How will you feel then? This is extremists. You know, extremists? Someone who is not normal. Someone who anyway, you look women's down. You look someone down, you don't give any importance to someone. So you feel as if just he refuses to look at you. He's a gentleman, maybe a PhD holder, maybe a professor in an international university in Europe or in America, but he didn't talk to you, you didn't talk to him, and yet you had a prejudice. You deal with him as if he is a terrorist. Any action from him, you can call the security guards, etc. Any action can be normal, but because you have the kind of stereotype, can be, we don't say can be, he is 95%. He is a terrorist. Just 5% that we say, no, he might not be a terrorist. So the shape of a person lead us to treating him or her differently. That's why it is important not to have any stereotypes about anyone. Okay? Judge the words and the actions, not the shape and the form of the person. This is very, very important. Now, when you talk to him or her, this person might be aggressive sometimes, okay? Might be rude, this is because he is like this? No. Because he has a kind of personality that imposes on him, oblige him to treat you like this. So you have to know how to deal with this situation. That's why it is important to have some parts of personalities. Very good. Now let's start with, it's not that clear. Anyway, so 4 basic temperaments. What is this temperament word mean? If you know it? Temperament. Okay. Temperaments. So, 4 basic temperaments, and you have here personality. Type A versus type B personality, type B personality, type C, type D, and type X. Okay? So all of these are types. There are about 16 types of personalities. We're gonna talk about, because we don't have enough time, we have to cover a lot of courses, so that we're gonna have a look at each one if we have enough time. Today we're gonna talk about type A personality, and these are the 4 A, B, C, D temperaments. Temperament? No? Have you ever heard this word before? Is like personality. Temperament is how you are, how you treat people, how you deal with some situation. So you cannot change your temperament. It's difficult. So what is it in Arabic? Mizaj? No. Mizaj is, what is mizaj? Yes, good. Mizaj is mood. Someone who is moody, his mood changes quickly from one level to the other. This is moody, the adjective. Mood is mizaj, okay? But temperaments, قاعدة is a rule. قاعدة بالدارجة is darija, yes. قاعدة بالدارجة, what is this in Arabic? Yes, very good. It's طبع, okay? Temperament is طبع, okay? طبع, not personality. It's طبع, yes? Okay, so when we have temperaments, different kind of temperaments, there is a proverb also. Please, you can learn a lot through proverbs. Proverbs, when you memorize proverbs, vocabulary, meaning, and summarizes a lot of ideas. Okay? In Arabic, there is a proverb with the طبع. طبع يغلب تطبع. It means if you have a specific temperament, you cannot easily change it. Okay? In English, we have a equivalent, similar proverb, which is leopard cannot change its spots. This is a proverb. The equivalent one for the Arabic. Leopard. No leopard, like tigers. They are like tigers. But tigers we have lines. But for the leopards we have spots. Okay? Spots in their body. So this said, leopard cannot change its spots. Can you remove the spots, he said? No. It's the same thing. Okay? If someone has a specific temperament, it's difficult, if you don't say impossible, because you can change it where your mood is okay, but if you're angry, your real temperament appear. Okay? Good. That's it. So there are 4 basic temperaments. We have A. Today we're gonna start talking about starts, because we're not going to finish talking about it. We're gonna talk about type A personality. Okay? Type A personality like to be in control of every aspect of their lives. What does this mean? Type A personality like to be in control of every aspect of their lives. It means letting nothing to coincidence. We talked about goals last time. We said I should have a personal goal, career, and spiritual goal. So in his studies, if he's a student, take care of his studies. In familiar relation at home, very excellent in relationships. When he is out with friends, so doesn't in control of every aspect of their lives. Some people, they are good with their parents, father and mother, brothers, but concerning friends, he said he might have one friend, two, that's it. He cannot make a lot of friends. Why? Because he doesn't know how to deal with them, or he doesn't care, or she doesn't care. Okay? So this person is in control of every aspect of their life. Number two, they are characterized by their competitiveness. Very good. Competitiveness. Competitiveness is a word derived from competition. Very good. Very cool. Competition. And it's better to turn it off because it's very. Yes. No. And hey, do I guess it's better because I feel it's the baraq. Competition. Sorry. Competition. Competitiveness. Competitive. This person is competitive. What does competitive mean? Yes, someone who is competitive. I'm sure that you know a lot of competitive people. Competitive people are the ones who like to be the best all the time. Okay? Have you ever seen students who get 18 out of 20 and they weep, they cry? Why? Because their friends get 19 and the other get 20. 18 for some people or for some students is a very good mark. But for this person with the personality A, can be good if he is the first. Okay? You know the difference. If this person is the first in the classroom, he can be happy. But if someone gets 19 or 20, it's going to be a problem of this person. That's why, this is what we say. They are characterized by their competitiveness. Always try to be the best, the leader of the group. Okay? And though they often lack attention to detail, they often lack. Not luck. Yes, it's not the luck, good luck. It's the lack. It's the need for attention. They lack attention to details. Doesn't care about the details. What is important for him? The result. Okay? The result. How should I revise to get 18? It's not important. What is important? To get 20 next time. That's why they say here, they are characterized by their competitiveness, though they often lack attention to details and prefer to delegate tasks to others. Delegate. What does this mean? In a group, for example, when last time we did a group work discussion. Yes. We had one representative as a team leader. Okay, a team leader, and when you have a trainee with you with personality A, he tends to be the leader, the one who talks a lot, manage. He is not the leader, but okay, you say, your idea is very good. No, this is not acceptable. This is what. Details and prefer to delegate tasks to others. So you start, okay, you have a very good handwriting. You're gonna write. He is not the leader, but he intends to be he wants to be the leader, play in this role. That's why we say delegate. You have a good voice, so you are going to read your work. You say nothing. Your English is very bad. You know nothing. Just shut up. Can be rude sometimes, okay? This kind of people can be rude because they feel that they are leaders, okay? That's why we say delegate task. Number 3, they are also result-driven. Very good adjective. Remember it. result-driven and goal-oriented. Okay, they are result-driven and goal-oriented. What does this mean? Result-driven or goal-oriented. These two adjectives. Results-driven, characterized by their competitiveness, though they often lack attention to details. This one. Results-driven. He's just thinking of the results. Goal here, goal-oriented. Okay? It just orientation. He's thinking, he thinks only in the goal. Doesn't care about the details. How you achieve this goal. I want to get that goal. Like if I want to get 20 in the next test, I should get 20. Doing anything. The details are not important. That's why I say goal-oriented. Result-driven. He is driven by results. That's what we mean by result-driven. His thinking is driven by the results. He always thinks of the results. Details are not important. I want to get 20, so I'm going to seek any ways, okay? Any ways to get 20. The details are not important for this kind of person, okay? Good. So, and practical and their solutions. That's why it's goal, result-driven, goal-oriented, and practical. Practice. You know practical? Someone who is practical? Yeah, for example, practical is someone let's give the example of group work. For example, now, last time in goal setting, I asked you to set goals, okay? So, now you are talking, well, I'm going to have a spiritual goal, the other one said career goal. Okay, yes, goal, I have no goal, and some people start chatting. He says, okay, stop. Let's be practical. Let's start with career goals. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I don't want to waste time. This is what we mean by practical in their solutions. Okay? Doesn't want to waste time. Okay? We want to travel, for example, for you. At the weekend, maybe you think of organizing a picnic or a trip. So he said, okay, what should we eat? Oh, we can eat a sandwich, no problem. Okay, what should we bring with us? No problem, we're gonna think of this in the future. The personality A, people with this type of personality don't do this. Say, okay, give me paper, a pen. Which means of transport? Are we gonna take bikes, bus, a car, what? The cheaper what is bus, so bus. We are 3. How much food we will need? 4 pieces of bread, 4 eggs, tomato, etc. Number 3. You know what? How to be a practical? Some people might say, okay, we're going to have a picnic next weekend. No problem. On Saturday, we're gonna see what to buy. And that's it. On Saturday, they forgot the food. They buy nothing. When they go on a picnic, they feel hungry and they come back quickly. You know the difference between the one who has other types of personalities and the one who has the personality A. Always a practical, result-driven, and goal-oriented. Okay? Number 4, they use targets to stay motivated in their work. What does this mean? They use targets to stay motivated. We talked about this idea before. If you don't have targets, it means goal. If you don't have a target in your life, there's going to be no passion for life. You're not motivated for life. For example, I say, when you finish training in this school, listen to me carefully. When you finish training in this school, you are not going to work. You are going to come back home. If I say, okay, all of you are going to come back home after finishing this period of training, you're gonna come back home. Next week, when you come to this school, are you going to be motivated? Are you going to like to this school? I'm gonna spend here, coming in the sun, in the early morning. When I finish my training, I'm gonna come back home. But you are obliged to come. You're gonna come, but with no motivation. What motivates you to come here and study and listen to professors? What? Your goal. Your target. What is your target at the end of this training? Your target is to take the certificate and to work with the company, right? Or you have something else? This is your goal, yes or no? Yes, this is your goal. Is to have a job in this domain, in this field, okay? So if I remove this target, if I remove this goal from your life, would you be motivated to come here? No. You will come, but with no motivation. For you, staying here is gonna be a waste of time. You would prefer to stay home than come in here, right? At least home, you are laying, maybe sleeping, watching TV, doing something that is easy for you and you like it. Unlike sitting in chairs, listening to people lecturing and going back home. You understand the difference? So this kind of people, they use target to stay motivated. When they feel that they are going to give up, say, no, I have a target to achieve. Same thing with you, okay? People with personality A, when they feel that, okay, maybe I'm not gonna work after this training. Maybe I'm not gonna succeed in any interview. I'm not the suitable one for this job. Maybe I should see another one. So here, you remember your target. You remember your goal. Say, no, I wanna be a cabin crew. I wanna be successful, and I can. When you remind yourself with your goal, when you remind yourself with your target, there is a kind of motivation. You are motivated to carry on what is something that is difficult. Okay? So type A have this kind of traits. 5, goal-oriented. We talked about it. It's goal-oriented or results-driven professionals. Now here in terms of work, professionals practice a variety of skills that allow them to set realistic goals. We talked about SMART in the setting goals course. No, we didn't reach this part. Talking about goals, SMART, how to set goals according to SMART strategy. No, it's as specific, measurable, achievable, and SMART. R, realistic, T, timely. We're gonna see this. How your goal should look like. Okay? So there is a kind of realistic goals. Your goals should be realistic. Means what? Should be possible. So these people, they have some skills that others don't. They know how to manage, okay? They know how to set realistic skills that's going to enable them channel and track their programs. It means, in other words, all of this can be summarized in a kind of planning. They are well-planning persons, okay? They plan for their lives well. Okay. Do you know persons with this personality? No? Yes? Just imagine someone, because we're gonna need this. Some people you met, your friends, classmates at school, maybe here, trainees like you, okay? So there are people who have this kind of characteristics. Okay, now type A personality characteristics. How can I know that this person or that one is a type A? Okay? This one. So a type A personality is someone who or who is take charge and highly competitive. We talked about it. Yeah? What does competitive mean? Give the example. So give me the example I gave you. Very good. People not only want to be the best, but they feel sad if they are not the best. There is a difference between people who want to be the best, but if they don't become the best, it's no problem for them. The other one, type A, personality. If they don't become the best, sometimes they might give up. Okay? This is the problem and difference. Take charge. What does take charge mean? Take charge is assumes control or responsibility. For example, I'm going to give you the example of the group work. When you are in a group, a workshop, for example, and you want to choose a leader, a representative, you find this kind of people, personality, starts first. I'm going to be the leader. No one chose him, but he's imposing. He likes to assume control and responsibility. Have you ever seen this? Yes, in election, in the parliament election. For example, a lot of people want to be the leaders. Okay? So they want to lead. So they feel that they can lead. I want someone to bring some water to the teacher. Okay, maybe I'm gonna bring. I want someone to clean the black. Have you ever seen this at schools? Someone to clean the blackboard. The same two people run to clean the blackboard. I need something from the administration. Someone runs to the one student. So this kind of personality wants to be special because when the students in the classroom, for example, raises the board, he's gonna be special, unlike the others. The other couldn't raise the board. If he goes to the administration to bring something, he is special. He wanna be a kind of leader. That's why it's use control or responsibility. You might face this when you go to work. How? Now imagine that you work in a plane. Yeah, you are. And how many stewards and cabin crews in one plane normally? It depends. Give me just a number. I want to just say 5. Let's say 5. 5 stewards and cabin crew. So this 5 is a group. You are a group. Team. It's a group. It's a team. Very good. In this team, you might face people with this kind of personality. How can you deal with him or her in this group? For example, if the chief, you have a chief in the cabin, senior, called the senior cabin. Yeah, like this. Senior cabin crew. Good. It's a senior cabin crew. So the senior cabin crew is the supervisor. Let's say supervisor, senior cabin crew. Now you might find someone else. Whenever this senior cabin crew wants to give a mission to someone, you find this person with personality E the first to ask for this responsibility. Even if he is not, for example, can be new, just maybe 1 month or 2 months working. The responsibility he wants to assume is, let's say between brackets, bigger than him or her. But he likes to be responsible. Even he is green. Okay? No, green? We say someone is green? No? I don't mean the color. Green, this is the adjective. Someone who is green, this means inexperienced. Someone who is in the beginning, inexperienced. We say green is inexperienced. We also use it for plants. For plants, say something is green, so it's not not mature enough, but not experienced enough in the field. Okay? Good. Okay, so that's why take charge and highly, we said competitive, the adjective, Fast paced and impatient. Pay attention. Here there are very crucial adjectives that you have to know. You're gonna use them as to enrich your vocabulary, your general English, and also to deal and understand with others. Good. Fast paced. He's a fast paced person. Fast paced. Pace. What is a pace? Speed. Okay. Yes, acceleration. Now, look at my pace. Now I'm talking to you, right? We are talking about type A personality. Look at my pace in speaking. Now I'm gonna speak in a low pace. Okay? Good. So listen. I can start with type A personality is someone who take charge and highly competitive. You see this pace? This is a slow pace. This is a pace. Okay? But if I say, okay, type A personality is someone who is always in charge and highly competitive. Also, we can say that it's fast-paced, impatient, workaholic, embrace changes, and also display this. This is what? This is a high pace, fast, high. So the pace is how you do something, okay? And you say it or do it. That's it. So it's fast-paced. Fast-paced, it means he wants things to be done quickly. Okay? I think that you know the kind of people, when they are leaders, said, you are going to write a report about the security equipment we have on the plane. He said, okay, yeah, quickly, you have 5 minutes, and I'm going to check if you do it or not. Okay? This is fast-paced. You are going to have a check at the seats whether they are good or not. Yeah, quickly. Notice fast-paced. You want the job to be done quickly. Unlike other people. Okay, so you have 5 minutes, and I'm gonna see if it's not 5 minutes, it's not enough for you. You can add. You see the difference. He wants to do the thing. That's what we mean by fast-paced, especially in companies. You know, I don't talk about flight companies like Emirates. I'm talking about companies, production. Like in Kenitra, you have some, in a production, you have the, like Claire, like Yazaki, yes, they making wheels, etc. There, you have some chiefs there, supervisors. So when the worker is working in something, so if you face this one, a fast-paced person, say, hurry up, you have to produce 100 pieces, for example, pieces a day, okay, quickly. So he wants the work to be quick all day, all the time. Okay? Good. And impatience. What is impatience? What is the opposite of impatience? Patience. So patience, the opposite is impatience. We talked about it. This kind of persons is impatience. Okay, you are going to do it in 5 minutes. Okay, if you don't do it in 5 minutes, you're gonna see what will happen to you. Okay, that's it. And after 5 minutes, okay, why you didn't do it? This is not work with us. Okay, work hard or come back home with your mothers. You find them sometimes. That's why I said it's important to know this kind of people. They are kind, they are nice, but this is the way they talk. This is the way they think. Okay, if you don't understand how he thinks and how he talks, you're going to misunderstand him or her. Good. Now, fast-paced, working in fast-paced environment, he enjoys, this person, he or she enjoys working in fast-paced environment. Number 3, these kinds of persons are workaholic. Workaholic. Have you ever heard this word before? No. All of them are new words for you. Problem. Work, rough work, you know work. Alcohol, you know alcohol. Work, you work. Alcohol, what is alcohol? Alcohol is wine or like beer, etc. When people drink alcohol or wine for the first time, it's gonna be the last time? No, it's not gonna be the last time. It's maybe depending on the amount of wine or drink. If you drink one bottle, it's sure that you're gonna come back. Okay? Why? Why it is sure that you're gonna come back? Because curiosity, and you will fall in addiction. Notice addiction. When you cannot, yes, good. When you cannot stop doing something, or eating something, or drinking something. Now, can we have internet or social media addiction? Yes. Some trainees here cannot stop checking their phones. When see here a notification, it's necessary to see who sent the message. Necessary. Can create problems sometimes in their lives, but they can't. There is something that can push them to see the notification. This is an addiction. Can you let your mobile phones at home and come here? No? Yes? Can you turn off your mobile phones for 1 month? Month. 30 days. Yes? Sure. Let's do it test. Give me your mobile phone, switch it, I'm gonna return it to you next week. So it's an addiction. So now I diagnose your addiction. You need a doctor to give you medicines. It's an addiction. When you cannot stop doing something, okay, or when you cannot stop drinking something, like here, alcohol or wine or whatever, you feel the need to drink. If you don't drink, something bad happens to yourself. This is an addiction. Eating also. Some people, if they don't drink tea or black coffee in the day, they have headaches, right? You know people like this. Who here drinks coffee, black coffee? No one? You don't drink coffee, black coffee? No? Tea? If you drink, yes, tea, you drink tea. If you don't drink tea, it's normal? No? Yeah, normal, no problem. So it's not an addiction. But some people, if they don't drink 3 cups of coffee a day, they suffer from a headache. Okay, they cannot work. The same thing, people who eat, okay, for example, people, anyway, if they don't drink couscous every Friday, they feel sad the whole week. Okay, oh, last Friday I didn't eat couscous because I was out. It's an addiction. Don't think that addiction has only a relation with drugs or cigarettes. No. Some people might be addicted to some types of food, even food. If they don't eat this at this time, they don't feel well. Okay? So that's it. This is a kind of the addiction. Now, work, alcohol, also have addiction. Workaholic. Means what? Now you can guess the meaning. Workaholic, people who? Very good. If they don't work, something abnormal happens to me too. That's why works hard and long hours. This is what we mean by workaholic. It's like work and alcohol, so workaholic. People are addicted to work. It's this kind of people. Normally people work 8 hours a day. This kind of people might work 12 hours and he's happy, he's enjoying work. Okay? And I know some people, directors also, who work at night in their offices. They work at night. If they forgot something, so they work at night. I know them personally, now they are retired. Okay? They work at night. That's why security guard said me that this is مريض بالخدمة. Someone who is workaholic. So this kind of personality, A personality are workaholic. That's why he or she has always problems with the employees and functionaries that are working under his supervision. Always have problems with others. You might work 8 hours, but you say, please would you add an hour because we haven't finished this and this. Fast pace. Say no, I'm gonna work 8 hours. Or say no, next time. For example, let's say you start work at 9. If you come at 1 minute past 9, he's gonna consider you as very, very late. Not late, very late. Time for this kind of people should be respected. And maybe you see, maybe teachers, have you ever seen teachers like this? When you were students? There are some teachers who close the door when it rings. Even if half of the students can be out of the classroom, he doesn't or she doesn't accept anyone. Have you ever seen this? So now, if you learned this before, you would have known that this teacher has a personality A. When he or she used to give you an exercise, say, okay, you have 5 minutes to do this exercise. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes ends, okay, we're gonna correct. No, we haven't finished, please, teacher. 1 minute, no minutes. 5 minutes means 5 minutes. Have you ever seen teachers like this? Yes. Especially in workplace also. When you are in the plane, if you have someone, your senior cabin crew, like this, so pay attention. If he or she says 9, it means what? If it's a 9, it means what? It's 5 to 9, not 9. You mean 5 to 9 to come. If you want to come at 9 o'clock, you're gonna find a problem with him or her. Okay? So pay attention. If you're a senior or a pilot or a supervisor or anyone who is with the personality A, pay attention to the fast pace and the time. Okay? Good. Now, embrace change. What does this mean? Embrace. Embrace. Have you ever heard the word embrace? No? Go on. Embrace change, displaying open-mindedness to new ideas and proposals. Embrace. You say embrace. For example, let's imagine that there is a family, mother, father, and a child, a boy. They don't have a girl, a daughter. What should they do? No, they cannot. So they go to a center, maybe orphan center, and they embrace a girl to become their daughter. So this was meant by embrace. But here, it's a figurative meaning. Embrace change, it means accept change. Okay, this kind of people display open-minded. They are open-mindedness. It means they are open-minded persons. Okay, they are open-minded. Okay, so they to new ideas and proposal. If your idea and proposal are good, so they are not. They don't monopolize. Monopolize? No? Monopolize is a lot of presidents in Arab words are or monopolizes. It means dominant, or no, we say this. In Arabic, for example, someone who rules alone. No, someone who rules, for example, who rules a country with no other authorities. Dictator, yes, monopoly, سلطوي or dictator, yes, monopolize ولا dictatorial ولا متسلط ولا لا احتلال is another thing. احتكار. Anyway, in economy we have احتكار. Yes, very good. Anyway, the idea is that. So he is open-minded person, accepts change. For example, if you're senior cabin crew, you are in a meeting, okay, and you have a very good proposal or idea, okay, he's not going to refuse because he is the leader. No, he can accept proposals and ideas. Very good. That's it. So, good. Now we have 9. He is also multitasking. What do you mean by multitasking? Task. What is a task? Yes, very good. No multi. It's like French. This is a prefix. Prefix, it means a lot. Multi. Can you give me a word including multi? Even in French. Multiply. Okay, multivitamins. Multivitamins means, is there multivitamin? Yes? Have you ever heard this? Yes? No. When we say multitask, what is a task? Yes, task, duty, something that you have to do. Okay? Multi, a lot. This kind of people can do a lot of tasks, very good, at the same time. Have you ever seen someone, this is personal, that can drive a car, eat, and calling on the phone at the same time? Yes? Have you ever seen people like this? Have you ever seen people who, when they drive, they cannot even look at the other one. They just can focus on driving, cannot do anything else. So, these are types of people, and the other ones are other types of people. Some people can drive with one hand, eating from the other one, maybe replying on the phone. This is what we can call multitask. Can do a lot of things at the same time. Here, especially now I'm talking about the work environment or workplace, okay? For example, you find the performance of more than one task at the same time. This is what we mean by multitasking. The performance of more than one task at the same time. Can you give me an example with performing? I give you one with driving, okay? In the workplace, I'm trying to give you some examples concerning your specialization. So, in a plane, let's talk about a senior cabin crew, for example, who has this kind of a personality. Multitasking. For example, this senior cabin crew, for example, can share some of the pilot's responsibilities. If the pilot needs something, he helps him. At the same time, can supervise some new stewards or cabin crews. Also, can communicate well with the passengers. And if there is a problem, he is the first who can solve this problem. If there is a problem in computer, yes, he knows about computers. If you need something, he knows about this thing. Have you ever met these people? Yes, they know a little about a lot of things. This kind of personality is what we mean by multitasking. Can do, some people can do one job at a time. If you change them, these people, from the function they do for years, they can do nothing. You know these people? This is one task. They know to do one task for the rest of their lives. For example, functionaries in, we call them municipalities. No, municipality, Kenitra municipality, when you take your birth certificates. This is municipality. Some functionaries there used to work in one office for 20 years. If you move them from this office to another one, they can do nothing else but the work they used to do for 20 years. Okay? But if you have another person, even if he's working in this office for 20 years, but from time to time, he visits the other offices to get some information. When you move him or her from this office to another, at least he might have the minimum to start learning a new thing. Okay? This is what we mean by multitasking. People with personality A can have multitasking. Do you have multitasking? You? Or when you focus on something, you cannot move to something else? Yes? How can you assess yourself? Who has multitasking? No one? You focus on one thing. Okay, good. Number 7, demands maximum freedom. Demands maximum freedom. What does it mean? It means when he works, he wants no one to intervene in his work. Okay? To be creative, he needs to be free. Okay? This is what we mean by demands. This person demands maximum freedom. An environment in which there is maximum freedom. Good. Also, works well independently. Yes. If he works with a group, he doesn't feel well. We talked about this in goals. In job search strategies. For example, if you want to work with your computer, you should choose the job that can suit you. If you want to work in group works, you have to choose etc. So this kind of people works well independently. Doesn't feel well when in group works, etc. He can lead a group, right? But he's the supervisor. But in terms of working, creating, he chooses to work independently. I'm going to give you an example. The example of a picnic. You, 3 or 4 girls, decided to go on a picnic to Media Beach, for example. Yeah? And there is you want to agree upon what you bring with you. Okay? You said this kind of person will say, okay, let's agree today at 10 we're gonna gather, have a meeting to agree of what we are going to bring. You say, okay, please wait. We are not going to meet at 10. I'm taking the charge. Like before, you say, take charge. It means I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna bring the list tomorrow. And he goes home alone. He's gonna home alone. He's gonna work independently alone. We're gonna need this. The following day brings the list. Here what we are going to need. You know the difference? Other people say, okay, we are going to meet at 10. And they meet at 10. What should we bring? We should bring a rag. Okay, no, big or small? Small. What do you say? Small. The other one, no.